Right. Good morning, everyone. Our passage today is from Luke 6, starting at 24 and going on to 36. I'm hoping that's the right one. And it goes like this. But woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you will go hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for that is how their fathers treated the false prophets. But I tell you who hear me, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who ill-treat you. If someone strikes you on one cheek, turn to him the other also. If someone takes your cloak, do not stop him from taking your tunic. Give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. And if you love those who love you, what credit is it to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is it to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is it to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies. Do good to them. Lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because he is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. I read the first part of it and think, oh, that sounds like me. I'm rich relative to most people in the world, well-fed, happy. I think people generally speak well of me. Doesn't sound like good news for me. And then there's this instruction to turn the other cheek. If someone steals from us, we say, oh, that's fine. Go on, have something else too. And if anyone asks of you something, money of you, even a beggar, who you think is probably not being entirely straight with you, you say, yep, fine, yeah, whatever you want. Loving your enemies, not being civil to them or trying to treat them fairly, but behaving towards them like you should do to your partner or child. That is such a tall order. And is it even sensible? Could you really live like that? Wouldn't it be a green light for bullies and evil people like Putin, to take advantage? Should the people of Ukraine say, oh, go on, take Kharkiv, and while you're at it, why not have Kiev as well? I don't know the answer to these questions. And I'm unsure to what extent Jesus is using hyperbole here. After all, we don't go around taking our eyes out if they cause us to sin. But I think we need to remember the broader point he's making, that God is on the side of the poor, the abused and the oppressed, not the oppressors. So we should be too. And we're not to be oppressors or abusers, because he really does not like that. And if there is an imbalance of power in a situation, his and our sympathies should lie with the underdog. Secondly, God is really not like us. These instructions paint a picture of what God is like and how he behaves towards us. When we do not treat him with respect, when we don't love him as we should, when our hearts are cold, he does not shut us out. He still loves us and say, be my guest, take more, abuse me more. I still love you. He died for us, and often our response can be indifference or at best lukewarm, yet he still loves us. Jesus tells us to be like God, to be perfect as our Heavenly Father is. And that includes a love that keeps on giving, even if you don't get much back. I can't do that. Certainly not on my own. I need God to transform me if I am to do that. And that's all I have for you.